And welcome to Exiting the Huddle with Dan and Jacob. I'm Dan.
And I'm Jacob.
And welcome to Upset Saturday. Well, Monday?
Monday? Well,
it is Monday.
It was Saturday when all this happened. First off, in the news, Auburn fired their head coach, Hugh Freeze, which was not on our list of coaches to be fired.
No. But 0 wins in SEC play this year?
0 wins in SEC, or he maybe one win in SEC play. But he's been 15-19 in his 2.5 years at Auburn. That's not how you keep a job at Auburn.
Nope. That's how you lose a job at Auburn.
Well, he knows. And his buyout, it was apparently pretty big also.
Oh, was it?
I didn't see the numbers, but...
It wasn't James Franklin buyout, though.
No, not James Franklin, but still, you know.
Yeah. So you want to go through some scores from last week?
Let's go through some scores from last week. We're going to start off.
Our Halloween night game on Friday, Memphis goes to Rice, and Memphis handles business 38-14.
I kind of saw that one coming.
Yeah, same.
Bill Belichick's girlfriend did get the win against Syracuse.
Was that an overtime victory?
Nope, that was 27-10.
Ah, okay.
And the last Halloween game was Sam Houston State getting blown out by La Tech.
Yeah.
55-14.
Yeah.
Let's jump into our Saturday games. We want to start off with the number 1 team?
Yeah. So Penn State goes to Ohio State, and Ohio State put belt to ass.
After the first half.
Yeah.
First half was closer than it should have been.
Yeah.
17-14 going into halftime. And then Ohio State just decided, like, hey, let's do some shenanigans and let's just throw the ball to Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate.
Yeah. Yeah. As you do.
That catch by Jeremiah Smith may have been the catch of the year.
Oh, that tipped one-handed catch for a touchdown?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Thank you to my fantasy points.
That's why he should win the Heisman Trophy.
Let's go to
the number 2 team, Indiana at Maryland. Indiana puts a belt to ass.
That game wasn't even close.
That wasn't even close at all. Maryland scored 3 in the first and 7 in the third. It was 55-10, folks. Hey, Lauren.
And then who is number 3 didn't play? Who's number 4? So I'm trying to go in chronological order here. Number 4 did also not play. Number 5, Georgia at Florida. That game was a lot closer than a lot of people probably had it going. Although I did...
That game was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, considering they fired their head coach.
And I did say in my predictions that Florida would upset Georgia in the swamp. I was wrong. I'm going to eat some crow. But that game was close.
4 points, 24-20. The number 6 team did not play. The number 7 team, South Carolina, goes to Ole Miss. Ole Miss and takes care of business.
Yeah, 30-14. I mean, that game wasn't really close.
No. It was close in the first quarter. Second quarter, it was manageable at 17-7. But
it just kind of pulled away from there.
It just kind of pulled away. 30-14. Number 8 team, Georgia Tech at NC State.
Gets
now this
upset.
game, I thought for like a second that Georgia Tech wasn't going to let me down.
It's the first loss on the season, as of right now, or as of Saturday. They were the number 8 team. We'll get into rankings here in a little bit. I feel like they probably dropped pretty considerably. But they go into NC State. NC State's one of those teams that's
sometimes they're good.
Sometimes they're good, and they will do that. Where
Yeah.
they just beat a top 10 team out of nowhere. But they won by 12. So I don't think that game was particularly close. Next up,
Number 9, Vandy goes to Texas and loses by 3.
Loses by 3, but they were kind of getting...
Can we talk about Diego Pavia scoring 21 points in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was getting at. They were down 34-10 going into the fourth quarter. That game looked over.
Yep.
It looked over. And then they just rattled off 3 straight touchdowns to end that game, and it was 10 minutes left, 3:54 left, and they scored another touchdown with 33 seconds left. Vanderbilt fans, don't be too worried.
No, don't. Not at all. Not at all.
Texas fans, don't be too excited. You don't deserve it.
You don't. You don't. Texas is way worse than their 7-2 record.
If that game was in Vanderbilt, I think it would have been a blowout.
Oh, you're not wrong. Next upset, number 10 Miami goes to SMU.
Loses by 6 points. Is it panic mode in Miami?
No, but did you hear Carson Beck's interview?
No, but I'm sure he said some bullshit.
No, he said, I just run the plays they call.
Well, maybe if he didn't throw those 2 interceptions, because that is the play they called. It's not his decision to throw it to the defense. I'm just saying.
That's 100% fair.
Did 11 play?
No, they did not. Number 12, Notre Dame at Boston College.
That game was way too close.
Yeah.
You had one
going into halftime. It was 12-7.
25-10 final score.
Yeah.
6-2 Notre Dame now beating up number unranked, probably at the bottom of the barrel in the ACC.
They are. They're 1-8.
1-8 Boston College. It was in Boston College. That was the only upside they had. Notre Dame should have dropped 45 plus points on them. It should have been at least.
Or are we looking at the turnaround that I've been talking about for 2 years?
No.
It could be the start of it.
It could be, but if they were anything other than 1-8,
I understand that, but all of their losses, they've been close, except for this one.
I mean, that's 15 points. Let's see. They beat Fordham. They lost in double overtime Michigan State. They lost by 10 to Stanford. They lost by 4 to California.
Pitt absolutely fucking destroyed them.
Pitt destroyed them. Clemson destroyed them. UConn, that's 15 points. Louisville, that's 14 points. And Notre Dame beat them by 15. So all but 2 have been close. Maybe 3.
Maybe next year for Boston College.
Boston College fans, if you're out there, maybe next year.
And I say that with all due respect.
At number 13, we have Texas Tech putting belt to ass against K-State.
Yeah. Just 23 points. Jesus.
One of the funny things in that game was the loudest doink I have ever heard. Ever. They went for an extra point, and he hit both crossbars.
Oh.
And it was like, dong. Thing was like a pickle fork, man. It was just boom.
All right, time for you to eat some Croser. Number 14, Tennessee hosts number 18, Oklahoma. Oklahoma wins 33-27.
Yep. Shit happens.
Number 15, Virginia goes to Cal.
They won 31-21. I mean, it wasn't anything impressive.
No.
Although Virginia is currently number 1 ranked in the ACC.
Yeah, because they have the win over, was it Miami?
Well, they got 1 loss.
Yeah, but they also have the ranked win over Miami, don't they?
They have beaten Coastal Carolina. They lost to NC State. I'm seeing a pattern here. They beat William and Mary, beat Stanford, beat Florida State at the time they were number 8. Louisville, Washington State, North Carolina, and Cal.
Okay.
They have not played Miami, and they do not play them unless they somehow make it in the ACC Championship. The 3 remaining games are Wake Forest, Duke, and Virginia Tech.
So, should we just go ahead and punch Virginia's ticket to the ACC Championship game?
I think so.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Speaking of Louisville goes to Virginia Tech and absolutely fucking manhandles them, 28-16.
Yep, they definitely did business there. Louisville is another contender in the ACC.
7-1.
As of right now, I'd probably have Louisville and Virginia in the ACC Championship. Just because Louisville's final remaining schedule, they have, I believe, 4 games left. Cal, Clemson, SMU, and Kentucky. The only one that kind of concerns me there would be SMU.
Yeah, considering what they just did to Miami.
Yes, and SMU is no slouch, and they should be ranked if they are not. Which I don't think they are. Their remaining 3 games are against Boston College, Louisville, and Cal.
The Louisville game could be interesting.
As we just said.
Yep.
The next one, we have a
number 17 Cincinnati at number 24 Utah.
And Utah put Bell to ass.
Yes, absolutely. 45-14.
The game was not close.
At all.
At all.
It's hard to beat a team that scores 14 in the first, 10 in the second, 14 in the third, and then ends it with 7.
It's really difficult. 19 didn't play. 20, we already talked about. That was Texas. 21 is Michigan barely beat Purdue.
Barely.
21-16 in the big house. That game should not have been that close, even though we are probably Michigan haters.
I'm going to look at Michigan's remaining schedule.
I know their last game.
They have at Northwestern, at Maryland, and then host Ohio State.
I think they go 2-1 across that stretch.
I think they go 1-2. I think Maryland has a chance to beat them.
I could see it. Michigan hasn't really shown me anything this year that makes me go, ah.
The only reason I say that is because
fuck Michigan.
No, Maryland. They're 4-4. They do have a.
They start out 4-0.
Yeah, they start out 4-0 with a win over Wisconsin. And then they've lost 4 Big Ten games in a row. I feel like Maryland could pick up a win against Rutgers, probably take Illinois to overtime. And then they could possibly beat Michigan because they just don't have.
Well, at that point, if they beat Rutgers and they go overtime
at Illinois
against Illinois, they'd be playing for a playoff bid, or not? You know what I mean? Not a playoff bid, a bowl
game.
Bowl game. So anything's possible.
The number 22 team, Houston, hosted West Virginia
and got embarrassed. Yep. No one, I think, saw that one coming.
No, I didn't.
West Virginia came out hot.
Yeah.
They came out hot, and they stayed hot. They
hot
won
and heavy.
45-35. They won by 10.
But it was 21 points scored by both teams. It was going into halftime. It was 21-21.
Yeah, but the game started out where in the first quarter, West Virginia was up 14-7.
And they flipped the script.
And then immediately going into the second quarter, West Virginia scores again. And then Houston scores 2 times towards the end of the first half. West Virginia gets a field goal. They get a pick 6. They're up 31-21. Houston throws the touchdown with a minute 16 left. Makes it 31-28. And then West Virginia scores 2 touchdowns to Houston's 1. And the final score is 45-35. Game wasn't close. That was an upset. That was a big upset, in my opinion.
And then the last ranked game of the weekend was number 23 USC going to Nebraska.
Nebraska fans, I am sorry for your loss of Dylan Raiola. He's out for the rest of the season. I saw that hit. I basically watched his arm break.
It was a pretty gruesome injury.
It kind of looked like the Sunday game against the Commanders, whoever they played, and Jalen Daniels. Jaden? I get confused. It's Jimmy Damn Daniels.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels for the Washington Redacted. He fell and his arm did not move in a natural position.
Yeah, that was rough, Lauren. It was rough.
It was like, yeah, and it just kept bending, and I'm like, he just tore everything in his arm. He's probably out for the rest of the year.
All right, so let's get down to the rankings. At 25, Cincinnati down 8 spots. Then we got number 24, Washington, who was not ranked last week. And then Tennessee's down 9 spots to 23. Memphis is up 3 spots to 22. And that team up north stayed stagnant at 21.
At number 20, we have USC up 3 spots from 23. 19 is still Mizzou. They stayed stagnant. Miami, big drop.
Big drop.
Went from 10 to 18. Do you think Miami might potentially be out of playoff contention?
If they can make it to the ACC title game and win the ACC title game, they'll get guaranteed a shot. If they go to the ACC title game and lose, they still have a shot to make it, but it's very slim.
At number 17, we got Utah up from 24, and another big dropper. They lost 8 spots. Number 16, Georgia Tech went from 8
to 16.
Do you think that that's too far for Georgia Tech to drop? Some of these drops are pretty significant, and the next one, I believe, is another one. I don't think they should have dropped that far.
Yeah. I think it's warranted.
You think 8 spots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 15, you got Vanderbilt down 6 spots.
Do you think that's justified?
I do.
Okay.
You lost to the number 20 team. Come on. It's Texas.
Yeah. They're not much farther ahead.
Yeah. Louisville up 2 spots to number 14. Texas makes one of the biggest jumps of the week, up 7 spots to number 13. And then Virginia up 3 spots to 12, and Oklahoma is up 7 spots as well to number 11.
I think Oklahoma deserved that jump.
I do.
I don't think Texas did.
So that game was kind of close, that Tennessee and Oklahoma game. I don't think it was warranted that Tennessee dropped 9 spots.
No.
I don't think that was warranted at all.
No, not at all. And then at number 10, up 2 spots, we got Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Up 4 spots. At number 9 now, we have Texas Tech. Up 2 spots from 10 to 8. Undefeated BYU. 7 is stagnant. It is still 7 and 6 are stagnant. You have 7 Ole Miss, and number 6 is not Oklahoma. My bad. Looked at the wrong thing. Oregon.
Yeah. And then none of the teams in the top 5 went up or down. Everybody stayed stagnant. So we got Georgia at 5, Alabama at 4, Texas A&M at 3, Indiana at 2, and Ohio State at 1. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you would have told me that Indiana for consecutive weeks, back to back to back to back, would have been ranked number 2 in the nation, I'd have taken that bet.
I'm going to get on a little bit of a...
Hello from Australia. What's going on, Party Pete?
How's your pie? I'm going to be a little controversial here. Texas A&M at 3, I still think is too high. If you look at their strength of schedule, they have beat nobody.
Texas A&M, you said?
Except for Notre Dame. They beat UTSA, Utah State. They beat number 8 at the time, Notre Dame.
Okay, so
they beat Auburn, who fired their head coach.
Let's break it down, though, right?
They beat Mississippi State. They beat Florida, who fired their head coach. They beat Arkansas and LSU, who fired their head coach.
So hear me out, right? They're quality wins, though. So you beat UTSA by 22. You also beat Utah State by 22. You take the number 8 team in the country and beat them by 1. Yeah, that's a quality win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
The Auburn game, so Auburn, Texas A&M, to me, that's not a quality win, 16-10. But Mississippi State throttling them 31-9, beating Florida by 15 or 14 or no 17, beating them by 17. Arkansas, that game that's not a good quality win, but LSU is another quality win. I think Texas A&M should be in the top 10.
I just think 3's a little high.
Okay, I'll give you 3. Probably 6.
I think out of the top 5 would be more reasonable, in my opinion. No hate against Texas A&M.
Right. But they have a good, strong finish, though. They got Missouri, who's number 19, South Carolina, Samford, and then 13 Texas. So they do. It's 2 out of their last 4 games are ranked.
Yeah, I mean, and if they can pull those off, then I think they deserve that top 5.
Yeah.
But
I'm 100% agree.
So far in the season, their biggest win was by 1 against number 8 at the time, Notre Dame. 3 of the teams they've played, their head coaches have been fired. So, that leads me to believe that those teams are not the greatest teams in the world. You have LSU, which I still am kind of shocked they fired Brian Kelly. I get it.
I'm really not.
I'm not, but I am.
You go 3 out of your first 4 years as the head coach at LSU, and you can't win your season opener. You can't even start 1-0. To me, probably should have been fired last year.
Yeah. But you played Florida, who fired their head coach. And then you played, what was the other team I said? Auburn. They just fired their head coach.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe head coaches that are on a hot seat don't want to play Texas A&M this year.
16. Hugh Freeze made number 16. He was the 16th head coach fired this year.
Is this the most in the regular season?
I'm gonna assume that it is.
Seen ever, or just in general?
I'm pretty sure it's the most that I've ever heard of. 15 head coaches before week 10. Like, come on now.
And some of those are like kind of.
Or you had 15 head coaches before week 10, and then on week 10 that was the 15th.
I mean, some of those coaches makes a lot of sense. Like, you got Billy Napier.
Yep. He deserved it.
For Florida. He deserved it. Brian Kelly.
He deserved it.
He deserved it, even though I think they should have let him finish out the season, in my personal opinion.
No.
They were already on the losing track.
Yeah, he's already on a losing track. They need to get somebody in there that has a head.
James Franklin's my big head scratcher. Just
okay.
Just because they lost 3 games in a row.
They were projected to win the Big Ten, and they were projected to go to the national title game.
Okay.
And then you drop 3 losses in a row. I'll give you the Oregon loss. They're a good team. But you're not going to tell me that they're going to go to the national title losing to Northwestern
or UCLA.
I
think Northwestern was the real final nail in the coffin on that one.
Yeah.
I get it, but...
And in my opinion, I will say this. I don't think it's 100% James Franklin's fault. It is definitely Jim Knowles.
Yes. Which is really weird because he was on the national championship team last year.
Yeah. The grass is not always greener.
He should have stayed.
Yeah. Well, no. No, he should not have stayed. I like Ohio State's defense under Matt Patricia.
I do too. One that made a hell of a lot of sense to me was Mike Gundy getting fired from Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
They have been dog shit for 3 years.
Yeah.
And it shows. If I had any one of them that was like kind of a head scratcher to me, Honestly, I'm probably going to say...
Is it James Franklin?
I think James Franklin's my biggest head scratcher just because that season was so young still when he got canned and they owed him so much money. But if any coach that I still think deserves to be fired that hasn't been fired yet, I'm going to stand on my pillar over here, and Dabo Swinney should have been fired.
Yeah. After this last week?
Dabo Swinney should have been fired. They had that lead going into like the final 2 minutes of the game, and they gave it up to Duke, and that one's a real head scratcher for me.
Yep.
And there's a lot of coaches on the hot seat this year, not even just in college football, but we're talking like NFL too. Like there's some coaches in the NFL that I'm like, how have you not been fucking fired yet? Like Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel, oh my God.
For the Dolphins.
Yeah, the Dolphins.
He should have been fired.
Yeah.
Some teams don't make a lot of sense to fire their head coach, like whoever the head coach is. It Kevin Stefanski for the Cleveland Browns?
Yep.
That one, I don't think he should be fired yet. I don't think that the head coach for the Tennessee Titans should be fired, even though I think he was.
Who was the ex-coach of the Bengals before, what's his name took over? Marvin
Lewis?
Was it Marvin Lewis?
Yeah, he was there forever.
Yeah, he was there forever. And if you look back, I'm pretty sure he was there when they drafted Carson Palmer in 2003.
I think he was there before that.
Well, he was there when they drafted Carson Palmer. Heisman winning quarterback coming out of USC. He was really good. Didn't have a fucking offensive line that could protect him.
It's like Andrew Luck.
Yeah. Oh, and Joe Burrow now. It's the same problem in Cincinnati. You have all these good offensive players except for the offensive line.
And that's why another one of those things people like. I don't like bandwagon fans.
Right. I've been a Saints fan since the 80s.
I've been a Colts fan since I can remember.
Yeah. Still
pissed off at Sean Payton for the onside kick. We talked about this Saturday. I'm still mad.
2 onside kicks after halftime.
I'm fucking pissed. But you get these bandwagon fans. Like, I'm going to say about 40% of the Chiefs fans that are Chiefs fans right now were not Chiefs fans when they were dog shit. And I sit there and I'll be like, people are like, oh, Chiefs so good. I'm like, dude, I remember when they were starting Damon Heward.
Ew, I remember.
I remember the Trent Green years. I remember the Brody Croyle years. I remember the Matt Castle years. I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I live here.
The Matt Castle years. Oof.
It's like you just get
It's like how they treat Notre Dame in college football. So like, oh, Notre Dame, we're gonna rate them in the top 10 at preseason, and then they lose like 3 out of the 4 first games, and they're like, maybe next year.
I still believe in what I'm about to say. You can't truly appreciate, like, if you're a Chiefs fan now and you just now recently became a Chiefs fan, you cannot sit there on the laurels of Patrick Mahomes and go, oh, we won 3 Super Bowls in the last whatever years.
Right.
Because you like if
you weren't there when the struggles of Alex Smith.
If you're over 20 years old, you're like, you don't remember. I mean, Alex Smith did a great job again.
Great job.
Never did anything.
Still couldn't deliver.
But you can't, in my opinion, unless you're under the age of 15. And you're just like, oh, I've been a Chiefs fan since I was a little kid, you know. I watched those first few years. They were really bad. You know, they did good, but then they couldn't do anything in the playoffs. And then you're just all of this, but it's different. If you're like, hey, like you, I've been a Saints fan since the 80s when they were the Aints.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where it's like me, where I'm a Colts fan, and I've been a Colts fan since 2004. They were good in 2004. They were good in 2005. Won the Super Bowl in 06. 07, 08, 09, 010. 2010, they were solid. 2011, dog shit.
And you're still a fan.
2012, drafted Andrew Luck. It started coming back. 2013, We're okay. 14. We're like, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Fucking terrible. And then people are just like, oh, the Colts are so bad, they're washed. And I'm like, have you fucking watched any of the games? Have you seen Daniel Jones? Yes, that was a terrible game against the Steelers. Six turnovers in the game when they've had 4 all season.
Yeah.
Not every day's your day.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Saturday.
Any given day.
Yeah. Could be a Thursday night.
Could be a Thursday.
Could be a Monday night.
And that's where I get pissed off at sports fans where they're just like, somebody has a bad game.
Yep.
And they're just like, oh, team's over. Everything sucks. We're done. I'm like, have a little fucking faith in your team. If it's your team, you are ride or die.
I'm ride or die for the Saints, man.
It's like Ohio State. Let's say Ohio State.
I don't want to fucking talk about it. I lived through Jim Cooper.
Well, let's just say hypothetically next year. Let's say
John Cooper.
We go through the whole season undefeated. Win the national championship this year. Start next season. Go 0-6.
Yeah, I'm still a Buckeyes fan.
Do you think they fired Ryan Day at that point if they start out 0-6?
Absolutely not. Winning back-to-back national titles? No.
Exactly.
No.
You gotta
Kirby Smart wouldn't be fired. Do you really think that? Didn't Alabama win 2 in a row?
I think they won more than 2
in a row.
In a row, 2, yes.
Yeah. Do you think they would have fired Nick Saban if he would have went 0-6 in his first 6 games? No, because he's off the back of 2 national titles.
Not that next year.
Right.
If you start out 0-6, you ain't making a natty.
You'd have to beat the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to end the year.
But I think in the end of like what I'm going with the end of this spiel is numbers don't matter.
It doesn't.
No, numbers do not matter at all. I think the main thing I want to take away from all of this is that you watch sports to enjoy them. You don't watch them because you're like, oh, it's the number 1 ranked team versus the number 2 team. You're like, oh, I'm a big fan of that number 1 team. And then everybody else is like, I'm a big fan of the number 2 team. Number 2 team beats the number 1 team. Those fans of the number 1 team are still going to be fans of the number 1 team if they're ride or die fans. If you're a bandwagon fan, you go, oh, we're fucking washed.
I see that a lot on forums and Reddit and stuff like that. Like you don't understand what it was like being an Ohio State fan during the John Cooper era.
It's like,
so hold on with John Cooper, he couldn't beat Michigan to save his life. Like, he could beat Wisconsin, he could beat Minnesota, like he beat Northwestern, but he could not beat Michigan to save his life. I think he was like 2-8 against Michigan. 2-8. Could you imagine? And I understand that you're living that now with no, I'm not trying to pick, but with KU losing their 17th game in a row against K-State.
Yeah, it hurts.
That's how it is with us. But Jim Tressel comes along and his second year wins a national title. He beats Michigan and consistently beat Michigan. For a long time, there was only one loss that Ohio State had versus Michigan in the last 20 years. It was the year Luke Fickell took over, and we went 6-7.
6-7.
Yeah. They lose to Michigan, and then guess what? Urban Meyer shows up. Goes undefeated his first year. We can't go to the national title because
Tattoo Gate.
And then the next year, wins a national title.
Yeah. But at the end of like what I was trying to say, my whole thing is it's like if you're not a true fan of a team, if you're not really like a Saints fan, a Buckeyes fan, a Colts fan, a Chiefs fan, it's like you're a bandwagon fan, like, hey, have you been this fan for this team for less than 5 years? Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Like, as Travis Kelce said, stay in your lane and watch your mouth, you jabroni. I don't like Travis Kelce. I know a lot of people do. I think he's a douchebag.
He's an okay football player.
I just think he's a douche. But he's right, It's like, stay in your lane, watch your mouth. Just because your team drops one game does not mean your entire season is over.
It is not the end of the fucking world.
So people need to realize that it's a game. I'm getting on a soapbox here. So just watch the game for the game. What's your favorite thing about football, watching it? Is it the big hits?
No.
Is it those monster catches?
So for me, because I'm a college football fan, I like the pageantry and the tradition that rolls around. So I can, as far as I can remember, and even if Ohio State wasn't playing in the game, we always put the Rose Bowl on. We always watched the Rose Bowl parade, and then immediately after, we watched the Rose Bowl. That was a one tradition that even today I keep. January 1st, watch the Rose Bowl parade, and then at 4 o'clock, the Rose Bowl starts. And I always watch it, no matter what. It used to be, Big Ten, Pac-12, Big Ten, Pac-10. But that's what I like, the tradition. And me and you making our own traditions for college football during the season. Like, but that's what draws me to like college football over NFL. There's not a lot of pageantry in the NFL.
No.
Like,
a lot of those players are just playing for a paycheck.
Yeah. Like, it would be different if, like, in Philadelphia, they march down the street to the stadium. The streets are lined with people, wishing everybody good luck as they're getting ready to go into the Eagles Stadium and play football. That's a tradition. That is pageantry.
Going into the link.
Yeah, like, but you don't have that in the NFL now.
No, and I think that's why I like baseball over, like, professional baseball over professional football. It's because you have that you don't have a. Who the fuck is blowing up my phone, dude? That was pissing me off. Sorry, my phone won't quit going off.
You're good.
I'm turning this bitch off.
One of my favorite traditions in college football is the skull session.
And I was trying to get to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, phone was pissing me off. I do apologize, chat. Holy shit! It just keeps going off. I'm in a Snapchat group text.
Yeah, I had a Snapchat a minute.
Everyone's like reacting to shit, and it goes off every time. Maybe I'll just turn off my watch. Just gonna turn you off for a second. There we go. That won't bother me now. It's one of my favorite things about, like, professional baseball is if you get to the game early, say it's a 6:30 game. Get to the game at 5:15. You go into the stadium. You gotta walk around the stadium. You gotta look at everything. You gotta watch the players do batting practice. You can stand by the field and you can talk to the players. Because
it's like that in soccer too.
It is like that in soccer. But you can go in there and talk to the players, and then there's just that pageantry of, like, professional football kind of sort of does it, but professional baseball does it better.
Yeah.
To where it's like, they're like, in the professional football, they're like, And now introducing the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to use the Chiefs for example. They're going to be like coming out on the field. It's your captains. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and then whoever else is a captain. Chris Jones, I think. And then they just run out of tunnel. Versus you go to a major league game and you're there and you're waiting for the game to start. It's like, they're like, now at batting number 1, your starting shortstop, number 7, Bobby Witt Jr., and everybody loses their fucking mind.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like pageantry in sports is gone. Like I said,
It's gone to the wayside.
Yeah, like I was just saying, my favorite piece of pageantry in college football is the skull session. So, skull session happens, and the Ohio State marching band marches from what I think it's the Schottenstein Center down to Ohio Stadium, and they march down the street, and you just don't see that. They march into the tunnel, and then they march onto the field, and depending on what they're doing that day, we do Script Ohio, and then we do the American flag during the I can't remember what it was. It was like Brotherhood Week or something like that. Like 10 or 15 years ago or something like that. We played Army like in the second game of the season. It was like Brotherhood Week, and Ohio State and Army both went out onto the field together.
Speaking of Army, I would like to say a quick little happy birthday. It's 2 days late. Happy birthday to the Marine Corps.
Gross.
It was 2 days ago.
Crayon eaters.
Hey.
My buddy would get a kick out of it.
Quick little aside here. Thank you for all the service members who are fighting to protect our country. Former president and current. Former president and current. I just said current twice technically. Thank you guys very much for protecting our country and being able to allow us to do all the things that we do. I truly do appreciate it. Coming up, next week is Veterans Day.
The 11th, I believe, right?
11th. One of my favorite podcasts is the Unsubscribed Podcast, and they do Veterans Month. And they're right now doing, this is not a plug for anything, but I like to talk about it. You can go on their website, you can buy a shirt, and 100% of their proceeds go to veteran organizations. Generally, they go to like veteran. Can I say this on YouTube? Self-ending
suicide prevention.
Yes, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube though.
Yeah, you can.
Suicide prevention, and I bought a shirt today. And it says, it's got a cloud, it's got a sunshine thing, it's got a sad face, and it says the sun will come out tomorrow. Unfortunately.
All right, let's get to some games this week. Well, Tuesday, tomorrow, we got UMass at Akron and Miami, Ohio at Ohio.
Give me Ohio.
Give me Ohio and give me Akron.
Don't give me Akron. Who are they playing? No one paying attention.
UMass?
Give me UMass.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Then Wednesday we got Kent State at Ball State. Battle of
the states.
The Battle of the Birds. The Ball State Cardinals versus the
Kent State Flashes.
Golden Flashes. That's a bird.
Their mascot's a bird, but a flash is not a bird.
A golden flash is a bird.
Give me Ball State.
Give me fucking Ball State.
Next one, we got Northern Illinois at Toledo.
Give me Toledo by a lot.
Give me Toledo by a lot as well. Thursday, we got Georgia Southern at App State.
App State.
Give me the Mountaineers.
Give me the Mountaineers.
And then we have University of Texas San Antonio versus University of South Florida.
Give me South Florida.
Give me South Florida by a lot.
By a fucking lot.
And then Friday we got two top 25 games, and then one that should be a pretty good game. We got Houston at UCF.
You know what? Give me Houston.
Give me UCF just because it's supposed to be in Florida and it looks like it's going to be raining.
That's fine.
And then we got Tulane at Memphis. Give me Tulane.
You know what? No, give me Memphis. I think this is going to be a statement win for them.
Give me Tulane to upset Memphis.
Give me Memphis to win by 40.
No.
Okay.
And the next one, my big upset of the week, Northwestern at USC.
You know what? I would call this if it was at Northwestern, but it's at USC. Give me USC by 10.
All 20 fans they're going to have there on a Friday night in Los Angeles. They're going to have 20 fans there.
We'll see.
At 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Central Time?
8 p.m. Central Time, so 6 p.m. Everyone's going to be stuck in traffic. They're going to be down the I-5 and just be like, I can't fucking get over.
All right.
Honestly, just give me USC in that one.
Yeah, give me USC by 10. All right, going into Saturday, we got number 2 Indiana at Penn State. What does the belt to ass look like for this game?
Honestly, Indiana, I saw an interesting graphic earlier. Indiana is the first team since 2021 in the Big Ten to score 50 points more than 5 times in a game in a season. Can you guess who it was in 2021?
Ohio State.
It was Ohio State. What did Ohio State do in 2021?
Went to the national title and lost to Alabama.
So that being said, give me Indiana to put belt to ass. I don't know if they do what Ohio State did against them, but it's in Penn State, so I'm going to guess this game's going to be a little bit closer than that. Give me 35-27.
Okay. The next game I'm going to talk about is a trap game. Number 5, Georgia at Mississippi State. I only say this because do you know who Georgia plays next after this?
Is it Alabama?
It is Texas at Texas.
I was close. Give me Georgia, but I think it's going to be another sloppy, ugly game.
I think I'm going to call it right now. I'm also picking Georgia, but I'm going to go give me Georgia 24, Mississippi State 20. I think that's... And then game of the week for me. Number 8 BYU goes to number 9 Texas Tech.
You know what?
This is hard for me.
Give me BYU. Give me the Storm and Mormons.
The Storm and Mormons. It's really hard for me to bet against Texas Tech. I'm going to take Texas Tech. Give me Texas Tech by 3.
They're ranked. They're not ranked. They're favored by 10. I know it's in Texas Tech, but I'm going to do a quick look at the schedules. I'm just going to look at Big 12. So Texas Tech beat Utah 34-10. Beat Houston 35-11. That's a weird score.
Yeah.
Beat KU 42-17. Lost to Arizona State 26-23. 22, my bad. Beat Oklahoma State 42-0, and then beat K-State 43-20. Now we go look at BYU's Big 12 schedule. Barely beat Colorado 24-21. They beat West Virginia 38-24. They beat Arizona in double overtime 33-27. Beat Utah 24-21 and Iowa State 41-27. They haven't lost a game this season. I don't think it starts now.
Give me Texas Tech to remove an undefeated team from the bracket.
Okay. Well, remember that I had BYU, I had Texas Tech. One of us will be eating crow next week.
Yes, sir.
Even though we never addressed that.
SMU at Boston College.
Give me SMU.
By
30.
Colorado at West Virginia.
Honestly, give me West Virginia.
Give me West Virginia as well.
Fuck Deion Sanders.
James Madison at Marshall. I'm taking Marshall.
Give me James Madison.
Give me Marshall by a point.
Did you know James Madison, speaking of, they've only been in the FBS for like 4 years, and they have one of the highest win percentages in college football history.
Yeah.
They're like .735
collectively
in win percentage.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that if they played 100 games, they're going to win 73 of them.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucking good.
Yeah. I'll go 70 and 30 in 100 games. Like, what are you going to do? Fire me?
But give me James Madison. Give me the Bulldogs or the Dukes, or what are they?
I think they're the Dukes, the James Madison Dukes.
It's weird mascot. Yeah. Their mascot's kind of dope, though. It's got a bulldog with a crown.
We have Southern Mississippi at Arkansas State. Give me Arkansas State.
Give me Southern Miss.
Okay. Temple at Army. Give me Army.
Give me Army.
Number 1, Ohio State at Purdue. This is a noon game on Big Ten Network.
Noon. Where the fuck is Purdue?
West Lafayette, Indiana.
Doesn't matter. Give me Ohio State. Do you think we cover the spread? We're favored by 29.5.
Probably. But we're going to see what we could do against like-minded teams because Purdue played Michigan last week.
Do you think it's a trap game for...
I don't think so, but
you don't think they're looking ahead against UCLA?
No. No, sir.
Do you think Purdue's looking ahead against Washington?
No. But I will say this. The SEC is getting into the meat of their schedule with the Citadel coming in to play Ole Miss.
Give me the Citadel to cover the spread.
To cover the spread.
There is no
42.
There is no spread on my phone.
Oh. How about Missouri State at Liberty? I'm going to take Liberty.
Give me Missouri State.
Okay. Is there a particular reason?
They won 3 games in a row. But when I was in high school, our quarterback was our punter, and his dad played in the NFL for the Washington Redskins at the time, even though they're not the Redskins anymore, and the Kansas City Chiefs. He won a Super Bowl with the Washington Redskins. His name's Kelly Goodburn, and his son was our quarterback and our punter, and he went to go play for Missouri State. So, Kyle, if you're watching this, which I know you're not, go Bears. I have my reasoning why I like Missouri State.
All right. Bowling Green at Eastern Michigan.
Give me Eastern Michigan.
Give me Bowling Green.
No.
Yeah, Eddie George is the head coach of Bowling Green.
Who's Mike Vick the head coach of?
Mike Vick. What?
Isn't Michael Vick?
No.
The head coach of somebody?
I don't think so. That's weird. All right. UAB at Rice. Give me Rice. Give me some Rice.
Give me some Rice.
Maryland at Rutgers.
Rutgers.
Give me Maryland.
He's the head coach at Norfolk State.
Oh, so...
He's 1-7.
Those are Dion numbers. You got to pump them numbers up. La Tech at Delaware.
Give me La Tech. Why, thank you, sir.
We have a helper.
He brings us beverages. We give him head pats.
Thank you, my good sir.
Thank you, good sir.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to the meat of it. Texas A&M at number 19, Mizzou.
Honestly, I still think Texas A&M is a bunch of phonies, but I hate Missouri, so this game's going to end in a tie.
You knew they play in overtime until somebody wins.
Yeah, I know. They're going to get bored and just both walk off the field.
Huh. Number 6, Oregon at Iowa.
Give me Iowa.
Iowa?
It's in Iowa.
It's in Kinnick Stadium.
What is Iowa? Okay. The two teams in Iowa. What are they known for?
Winning at home.
What else are they known for?
Upsetting teams.
Yes.
Still not as many as Purdue, though. Purdue has more ranked over top 5 opponents while they're unranked than any other team.
You know, I watched a video not too long ago, and it had every Big Ten team's largest upset ever. Ohio State's was in 1991,
That checks.
and they were like numbered 5 at the time or something. Do you know how many teams in the Big Ten, their largest upset as a school was against Michigan? It was like 4. And then Michigan's biggest upset ever was in 2006.
When 2007. I think it was 2007.
Same, but different.
When Appalachian State Mountaineers went up to the Big House and showed Michigan how...
Had to block a field goal.
And then almost run it for a touchdown.
Should have got that touchdown.
They should have got that touchdown. You know what? Give me Iowa as well.
On this game, by the way, this is our optimistic. Like, do we think... That's why I didn't start Oregon's quarterback. Because Iowa has a stout defense. I think if Iowa can score more than 21 points, I think they got this. Huh? Iowa's known for tight ends, strong defense.
Syracuse at number 18, Miami.
Give me Miami. I think they're going to be pissed off after last week. I see him to drop like 50 points.
Auburn at number 15, Vanderbilt.
Give me Vandy. Diego Pavia is my dude.
All right. 24, Washington at Wisconsin, the battle of the W's.
Well, give me the newer W to the Big Ten.
Okay.
Even though I think Washington is actually an older school than Wisconsin. No? No, I was wrong. I've seen Washington's campus. It's really fucking weird.
I have not been to their campus, but I have been to Camp Randall. And I'll tell you this. If anybody has a chance to go up to Camp Randall and go to the University of Wisconsin, do it. It is a beautiful place. They have the best bars. Like, go there, experience Camp Randall.
Now let me talk about what I saw from going to UW.
Okay.
They have a bunch of buildings. They're all 6 stories tall.
Are they all bars?
No, they're like student learning center or whatever it's called. Like their school, like where all their schools are. It's literally in like these block buildings that are like 6 stories tall, and then you look out a window and you're looking at the fucking Space Needle in downtown Seattle because it's right there.
Nice.
And there's like it's big, but it's tiny at the same time. It's not like if you go to like KU or Ohio State where everything's just fucking spread out everywhere. It's all in like one spot.
Yeah.
Also, if you ever go to Lawrence in KU in the winter, don't go to class. You're gonna fall down the hill.
Yeah.
Everything in Lawrence is a hill for no reason. I don't understand it.
They're running up that hill.
I'm running up the hill.
Wake Forest at Virginia. Does Virginia take an L?
No.
No.
Wake Forest is poverty team.
All right. Cal at Louisville. Can Cal win?
At Louisville? No. If it was in Cal, maybe.
A semi-rivalry. How about Florida State at Clemson?
Give me Florida State.
You think Florida State can pull up the upset?
I'm hoping they do because I want Dallas Sweeney fired.
That's fair.
We've been saying it for 6 weeks.
Sooner or later it'll come true, right? You gotta will it into existence.
It's got to will Dabo Swinney to getting it canned.
Okay. LSU at Bama. I know, right?
My heart wants to say LSU, but my brain's telling me Bama. Hopefully LSU can pull off an upset. Realistically, Alabama. What do you think?
I think Alabama, only for the simple fact that LSU now has a new head coach. And I don't know how well they're going to fare at Alabama. First big road test at Alabama. Oof. That's like Steve Sarkisian. His first road test for this year was going to
you skipped over my game I wanted to talk about.
I figured we'd talk about that one last.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me Alabama. Navy at Notre Dame.
Give me Notre Dame, but don't be surprised if Navy pulls out some shenanigans.
With that triple option offense.
It's hard to play against.
All right, the battle of the people that nobody wants. Florida at Kentucky.
Give me Florida because Kentucky's dog shit.
Yeah, that's fair. Nebraska at UCLA.
You're going to think I'm crazy. Give me UCLA only because Dylan Raiola's out for the season, and I think he was their literal entire offense.
Ooh, okay. And then the last game...
What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think?
What do I think because Raiola's out, I think Iamaleava, he probably gets a win. So give me UCLA.
Okay.
And then the last game slated for today, KU goes down to Arizona.
Now, KU's been super inconsistent this season.
Just like last season.
And like 15 seasons before that. Give me KU, but I think it hangs solely in the hands of one man.
Highshaw.
Actually, yes. If Jalen Daniels has a good game and Highshaw does not, we lose. If Jalen Daniels has a okay game and Highshaw has a good game, I think we win.
That's pretty fair.
We're just... KU is such a weird bipolar team. We're beating the teams we're not supposed to and are losing to the teams that we're supposed to beat.
Yeah. But the games have been semi-close.
I don't think we've been blown out except for Texas Tech.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, K-State. So 2 games out of the season. They did what they were supposed to do against Oklahoma State. That's a nice bounce-back game. And if they win this game, they're bowl eligible. So what better to do it now than just hope for the rest of the season, you know?
Yeah.
Because KU's remaining schedule is Arizona, obviously, this week, and Iowa State. And then the final game of the season is Utah comes to Lawrence. 5-4. Beat Fresno State, Wagner, lost to Mizzou. I still think it's bullshit. Blew out West Virginia. Lost a really close game to Cincinnati. Beat UCF. And they got blown out 2 weeks in a row. Same score, actually, 42-17 to Texas Tech and K-State. And then beat Oklahoma State. I think they're ready for a bounce back. they're not winning the Big 12. They're not going to the Big 12 championship, but maybe they're going to try to save some face here.
Yeah.
I think it's very realistic that they can go 3-0. Last 3 games of the season, maybe 2-1. Get a bowl game. I don't think Lance Leipold's going anywhere.
We also thought Brian Kelly wasn't going anywhere. We also thought James Franklin wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, but you have to realize that it's different going in from KU still rebuilding. Yeah. LSU and Penn State were already contenders. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're going to get rid of Lance Leipold unless he decides he's going to leave. It's different from the standpoint of you have an already built team that could go on a run, win a national championship, maybe a high-ranked bowl game, versus a team that's like dog shit for 15 years. You come to town and you flip the script. You win a bowl game for the first time since 2009. And then last year just collapsed. It was bad.
At this point, they're fighting now to become bowl eligible.
Yeah. And I think they got it. I think they'll become bowl eligible. But last year they were a force to be reckoned with in the Big 12 in the end of the season. They fucked up a lot of people's schedules. You know,
they beat 3 ranked teams in a row, didn't they?
They beat Colorado, BYU, and Iowa State. BYU and Iowa State were like in the competition of
going to the Big 12
championship. And they fucked everything up for those teams like a team does. That's not a bad team thing. That's a good team thing. The pieces are there.
Just got to execute.
They just got to execute, and their problem is their defense.
Yeah.
Last year, they lost? They went 5-7.
Yeah.
And I think all but like 2 of those games where they could have won if they didn't. If the last 2 minutes of the game,
2 of those games were 1-score games.
If it wasn't for the last 2 minutes of the game, they would have been like undefeated.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Except for Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor actually they blew them out.
Yeah. And that's where I sit at here. It's if I was Lance Leipold in Lawrence, I would try to heavily recruit some defensive players. Get you some clutch in there. But I think the problem was that the offense was too good, and they just scored way too quickly.
That's fair.
They scored way too fast, and then they're like, "Hey, you got 2 minutes to beat us," and they were like, "Oh shit, they beat us with 2 minutes left in the game." Shit happens, As a KU fan, I'm liking the Lance Leipold years. It's nice to be able to be like, "Hey, we're not dog shit anymore." You're not looking at the season and go, "Oh, we're gonna win 1 game." Like, hey, we got a chance to go to a bowl game every year. It's not like Ohio State where it's like it's natty or bust, or it's like big time bowl game or bust. You lose 3 games and you're an Ohio State fan. You're just like, season's over.
Depending on the 3 games. Depending on the 3 games.
It's there's always that little that's why I kind of like being a fan of a bad team. Because
lower expectations.
It's like you're like, "Oh, we lost to K-State." You're like, fucking hate K-State, but I get it, yeah. But I think that's it for us this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hello again.
Party Pete
from Australia. Fucking baby long neck, you dog. Sorry, I have to do it. I'm contractually obligated. But thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of Exiting the Huddle with Dan and Jacob. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Share this with your friends. Get them to watch the shenanigans that we do every week. Like the video. Apparently it has something to do with the YouTube algorithm. I've been told it helps push us out. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching us ramble for an hour and a half.
Hour and 9 minutes.
Hour 10 minutes. We will be back next week for more shenanigans. We hope to catch you again, and we're hoping for some college football shenanigans this weekend.
And we do have a surprise.
We do?
We do. So, you're off Thanksgiving weekend, right?
I am.
I think Baby Cow Muffin, love, peace, and chicken grease.
Muffin! That's my buddy from Alabama.
Nice. We do have a surprise. The Thanksgiving weekend is the Ohio State-Michigan game.
Yep.
And my sister and Emery will be in town, and I think we might have Emery on the podcast that weekend.
I also think it's about time that, because we have a brand new 3D printer. Maybe we do a giveaway.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can
what are you thinking?
A little helmet.
A little helmet?
Yeah. 3D printed helmet.
Okay.
We can give away a 3D printed helmet and try to see if anybody wants to get in that, and we can do a phone generated raffle and assign people numbers.
Yeah.
And then whoever wins, we pay and ship them out a helmet.
I dig it.
Let us know what you guys think about that. If you haven't, please consider joining our Discord. I believe there is a link in the description.
There is a non-expiring link in the description.
Join that Discord, and I think Michigan weekend, that week we'll print a helmet, print a little mini helmet.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get some stickers that have Exley in the Huddle on it. We'll put a Exley in the Huddle sticker on it.
Or maybe you can be it 3D printed on the side.
That's a little complicated.
Well, that's a badass 3D printer.
It is, but I like stickers.
We can get some stickers done.
We'll autograph it.
Yeah, we'll sign it, and then we'll send it to whoever wins.
Yeah.
Just get your address, and we'll get it shipped over for you. If that's something you guys are interested in. Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
That is a good idea. But thank you for watching X-King Huddle with Dan and Jacob. I'm Dan.
And I'm Jacob. Have a great one, guys.